Yeah, I'll start off with number 5 here. Actually, that one to the left doesn't count, so don't give me a hard time, Pestleman. That's just like part of it. Well, kind of, sort of, but not really. Anyways, this there's another fellow artifact hunter out there, Buffalo Man. Some of you guys have seen what he's found there in Utah. Anyways, he and I go back a few years, and he's been out here a few times, looked for beads, and I've been back there a couple of times. And anyways, he had access to this ranch, and just wonderful people back there. And I flew back there a few years ago for a weekend, and anyways, didn't find a whole lot of arrowheads, but you know, he told me there was quite a few matatis on the property, and we actually kind of separated, but we had radios. And anyways, this thing was turned upside down. I don't know if you can really see the dip in it there. There we go. That's a pretty good shot right there. Anyways, it was turned upside down, and I called him on the radio and said, "Hey, I think I found a matati." I don't know why I didn't just outright know that it was a matati. It's like, my God, am I stupid or what? But anyways, he showed up a few minutes later, and he kind of looked at me like, "Yeah, you know, you are stupid. That is a matati." But that was a really neat find, and the story that went along with it. It was just such an awesome weekend. The people that own that ranch, they fed us for 2 days like we were kings, and just a really good time. I found that I didn't find this together, but that's a mono that I keep them together. Well, I've got to add this part to the story. I almost forgot. I actually flew back there to see my friend, and so somehow when I was leaving, I thought, how am I going to get this on the airport or on the airplane? And you know, didn't think it would go over so well with like carry-on luggage. So I made the mistake of actually putting it in my suitcase, and I wrapped this thing up in towels and thought it was pretty secure in my suitcase. And when I got home, I was so disappointed, so upset. This area right in here actually sloughed off, and you know, hey, you know, when they're handling your luggage, they're throwing it around, and again, I thought I had it secured. So this was in pieces right in through there, and I was sick. I was just so sick about it. And I had these pieces, just, you know, set aside with this for a while. And at some point, I actually got some epoxy and pieced it back together. I mean, you know, hey, it's not, you know, it's not the perfect job, but I put it back together. Well, here's number 4. I don't think these are in any particular order. I don't think number 5 is any more, you know, better than number 1. But anyways, that's probably my best butterfly that I've ever found. Butterfly Crescent. And it's just so classic. And that thing looks like it's getting ready to fly away like a butterfly. They just don't get any better than that. That's actually on my my little picture avatar, or whatever you want to call it. That's on my channel. Found that maybe a good 10 years ago. But that's a beauty. Now let me put it up against this white background. Does that look like a butterfly? Number 3. This is a Snakehead or Atlatl Spur, and this is the This is the top dog of the snakeheads. There's several different styles of them. I've shown this one before, I think maybe just once. But typical, there's some down there. You know, they're nice, but there's certain styles. But this one has so much going on. I mean, the material that it's made out of, I guess it's like a salt and pepper granite. It's got a groove up the belly and a little collar on the top. And just freaking awesome. Love that artifact. Well, here's number 2. The Charmstone's got to be in the picture where I'm looking at, as far as in the top 5. You know, I've found my share of Charmstones over the years, but this one is definitely the top dog. It's just so nice, so polished, and it has a nipple. Sorry, ladies. But yeah, this is probably my favorite Charmstone. I found this one not that long ago, maybe, I don't know, 4 years ago or so, somewhere around there. It's just so nice. And when I saw it, I saw a spot, no more than the size of a dime. And boy, took my breath away. Well, here's number 1, the top dog. Actually, thanks to Pestleman, he clued me in on the style at this point. For some reason, over the years, you know, I don't know why, you know, I do my thing, and you know, you take the opinion of the people that are around you and the experts that you know, just the locals, and I always just thought, you know, desert side notch, a big one. And that one, Pestleman, actually I've shown this one before, and Pestleman sent me a message and said, that's the biggest Jamala, for some reason I have a hard time saying that, Jalama side notch. Anyways, he said that was the biggest one that he'd ever seen, and I guess for the most part, they're always, you know, 99% of the time just work down to most to nothing. And so he opened my eyes. In fact, maybe a little over a year ago, I mean, I never even had an Overstreet book. You know, for some reason I just, you know, was concerned with what I found in my area, and you know, again, what I said earlier about the people that I hung around with, you just take it for what they call them. So I guess because of YouTube, you know, you start seeing all this stuff out there, and you know, I'm not familiar with it, so got my Overstreet book and been having fun with seeing the stuff from all over the country. But that is just an awesome point. And the tip on that thing, I guess you'd call that a knife, but I don't see how they could have ever used that thing with that tip. Look at that tip. The material's a little lacking. It's kind of dull, but man, it sure makes up for the length and the workmanship. It's thin. I thought it was a piece of cardboard, believe it or not, when I saw it. I relayed a story about the day I found this one, and that was an incredible day in itself. But anyways, there's my top 5 before YouTube. But again, thanks, Pestleman.